Hello. We stand at the zenith of our tower, contemplating the choices that have brought us to this destiny so far. A flurry of stats and skills leveled across the board, the arrows of boosted learning dancing in our minds as we peter back and forth about what our goal should be. LSU had been a bust, so much violence with minuscule progress to show for it. Our food coffers grow bare while we continue our pursuit down the path of violence. We refocus our energy into filling our stomachs. We'll start our adventure inside the quiet zone and see what conveniences await us. The old overgrown roads clinging to their long-forgotten memories as the precarious rumble of the present rolls overhead. Inside these ticky-tacky houses, the songs of the lost could still be found, and with them the succulent cans of food awaited patiently for our arrival. There was something unsettling about breaking into the memories of the fallen. A place where time seemingly stood still, quietly crying out for the life that once flourished here. Our trespass forcefully restarting the paces of time, which might not otherwise have ever moved again. The dead need not what the living crave, so we progress freely forward and let not the guilt of has-beens hold us down. The sounds of the neighbors partying draws our attention as we make it to the last mold on the row. The tangerine horizon warns us of the coming dangers. We decide to head out while we still had plenty of sun left. We leave notes on the map reminding us that the scouts were starting to push up into the quiet zone from the Central Park. Just how many of them had begun nesting in the underbelly of the forest. We found a steady stock of canned goods and a new ducky to join the family. Overall, it was a pretty good day for us. We'll celebrate our surplus with a feast. We'll make a nice roast of stir-fry of fresh cabbages, canned meat, and fresh spices. A luxury that up until now wasn't possible to enjoy in our cuisine. The culmination of experience will reward us with a new level in cooking, just in time to grant us a better final product to help recover our lost weight. So far, we were managing our weight between 80 and 84 kilograms, which is just under the amount of weight to be overweight. We welcome a new day while tendrils of darkness still clung tightly all around. It had been almost a week since we used up the rest of our farming water, and now even our personal supply was drying up. We had maybe another week at most until our collectors ran completely dry. While we wait for water to come from the sky, we decide to do a bit of looting in another close-by location. A small gas station north of the Central Park, one of the only areas we haven't seen scouts pushing into yet from the contagion zones. Inside the gas station, an annotated map sat precariously perched on the book stands. It read, "Whoever finds this, I was Natalie Sigmundson, lecturer in art history at LSU. I'm already dead, but I have a final request. This is only the end of the world if we allow it to be. We must secure the treasures in the art gallery or we'll be truly lost. My friend managed to gather a cache of weapons in a car near the gallery. Use them to clear it out. Let no one say that humanity is lost forever." Natalie's words lingered on our minds long after we pocketed her final message. We decided to grab the freezer for when we turned the power on. These ice chests were great for storing lots of food over the winter time when we needed to preserve our harvest from the fall. Back of the little cafe, we find the kind of loots that survivors can only dream of. An entire bowl of cake batter waiting to be turned into delicious delicacy back at home. Our minds seem to be playing tricks on us the longer we spend alone. We swear we see fresh sweets calling our names at the back of the shop. But when we investigate them a little closer, they too have grown rotten with age. Disappointment is the first word to come to mind. As revenge, we decide to take the pie sign for home. Our luck with car keys is absolutely absurd. I've lost track of the number of running vehicles now available to us. But it was a lot. As we head home with a truck full of food, we notice something very appealing. 4 large garages in a row, tempting us with their metallic mouths trying to conceal their paltry gifts. It's still early in the day, so of course we stop to investigate them. Do our eyes deceive us? Will glory truly lay hidden waiting in such a place? A prize so amazing yet condescending at the same time. The very obstacle of our desire lay here, unguarded and alone. Not only a dumbbell, but a barbell to match. Our hunger for gains hath been satiated by our hidden jewels. With metal weights clutched close to our chest, we quickly barrel for our truck and rush home, like a kid waking up on Christmas. With our list of goals shrinking and a bright sun waving good morning, we decide now is the perfect time to utilize that cake batter in celebration. We decide to ultimately mix the batter with some fresh canned peaches and bake a glorious peach cake of perfection as a reward for valiantly rescuing those sweet sticks of hard metal. After our cake breakfast, we'll finish what we started yesterday and loot the quiet neighborhood by the bank. If nothing else, we would have a really nice supply of food to keep our calorie intake high enough to continue working out and push ourselves to a maxed out strength. A duck army was growing. Every rescue duck took up arms inside the tower. Each had his own role in our society. Some were expert foragers, scouring the fields for any scraps of food they could find. Others acted as scouts, keeping watch over the surrounding areas and alerting us to any potential threats. And of course, there were soldiers, armed with beaks and wings, ready to defend our tower at a moment's notice. Our duck army grew in size and strength. We remained steadfast in our determination to protect our flock and our way of life. With each passing day, we grew more confident in our ability to defend ourselves and our feathered comrades. And as the sun set each evening, we would gather together inside the tower, exhausted but content, in the knowledge that we had each other and our unwavering spirit of determination. While we spent our hours reading, we would often get lost in inner monologue. We'd lose track of time and weather, only snapping out of our daze when the book was finished. Sometimes even tremendous storms could sneak over us while we were lost in thought. It was a welcome surprise, bringing with it the cleaning splash of fresh water and breeding new opportunities for our farming ventures. When the weather quieted down, we decided to do some reconnaissance. We had a request from a dead lady and a report of weapons, enough to storm one of the most populated places in Louisville. To say they caught our attention is an understatement. What harm could one quick recon trip cause? Starting to think this was a mistake. This was definitely a mistake. Panic setting in. Need to get out of here now. If you enjoyed the content and want to see more, make sure to hit the subscribe button. A like, favorite, or share is also greatly appreciated. If you have a suggestion for a future challenge, please let me know about it down below or by joining the Discord. Thanks and have a wonderful one.